In this presentation, we are going to look at the laws of logarithms. So, what we're going to do first off is consider 4 laws. Well, it's actually 3 laws and an observation. So, log to the base b of x is equal to log to the base b of x times y. So that's a useful rule that we can use. Log to the base b of x minus log to the base b of y is equal to log to the base b of x divided by y. Okay. Log to the base b of x to the power of y is equal to y times log to the base b of x. And finally, log to the base b of x is equal to 1 when b and x are equal to each other. So that's going to be useful also. Now what I'm going to do, rather than actually use some examples to demonstrate, we're actually going to go straight into a question here. And what we're going to do is use the laws of logarithms only to evaluate the following expressions. When I mean only, we're also going to use a bit of mental arithmetic. Log to the base 2 of 8, log to the base 2 of the square root of 128, log to the base 2 of 64, log to the base 5 of 125 plus log to the base 3 of 729, and log to the base 2 of 64 divided by 4. So we're just going to use the laws of logarithms to help us work these out. So, log to the base 2 of 8. Now, let's just make some observations here. The first thing we could say is that 8 is equal to the 2 to the power of 3. So we have log to the base 2 of 2 to the power of 3. And as I said before, we can, using that power law, we can actually express that as log to the base 2 of 2. And as I said, anything that is if b and x are equal to each other, so we can actually express that as 1. So essentially the answer here is 3. Now it's a sort of long-winded way of going about it. You probably could remark, did we not just sort of answer the question when we made that observation there? Yes, we did, but again, really the point of this is more so to get used to the laws themselves. So let's look at this next example here. And again, what we're going to do is first off remark the square root of 128 is 128 to the power of 1/2. And let's make another remark about that. That is 2 to the power of 7 by 1/2. Okay. So we'll actually sort of work from there. So what we're going to do is 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power. Yeah, sorry, I was just mentally double checking. 2 to the power 7. So what we can do is log to the base 2 of 2 to the power of 7, and that to the power of 1/2. We can write that as 1/2 of log of 2 to the power of 7, and again bring that out, 7 over 2 by log 2 to the base 2. Okay, so the answer there is 7 over 2. And again, we did sort of answer the question there already, and I'm sort of doing some unnecessary steps. Well, but again, steps that we could have spotted the answer much quicker. But again, learning the laws is the key thing here. This is a relatively straightforward one. Log of 2 of 64 is 2 to the power of 6. So that is 6 times log 2 to the base 2. That's just equal to 6. Okay, and the next one. This is a bit more like it now. So we have different bases here. So 5 to the power of 3 is 125. And 3 to the power of 5. And 3 to the power of 3 first off is 27. And 27 squared is equal to 729. So what we have there is 3 to the power of 6 is equal to 729. that's just going back to the power laws. 3 cubed squared equals 3 to the 6. Okay, so what we have here is log of 5, 125, or actually, sorry, what I'm going to remark upon is that I'm going to sort of just remark that there is 3 and that there is 6. So we have log to the base 5 of 125. That's equal to 3. Oops, that's equal to 3 there. And log to the base 6, 3 plus 6. So the answer to that one is 9. Okay. Log of 2 of 64 divided by 4. Now we're going to use the, just to sort of write this out using the law of logarithms here. And that is 2 to the power of 4. So that is 6. Okay, and that there is 2. Again, it's using some of the steps I've mentioned earlier. I'm just omitting them now for the sake of brevity. And the answer to that one, therefore, is 4. So that's all 5 of them there, and that ends our presentation.